everyone. I am here. My name is Sarah, and we've got Ace and Loso with me.
Reginald.
AKA Arthur and Reggie, and we thought we'd bring you a special little recap of Trial and Error. We're going to watch the first couple episodes, stop and talk about what, some experiences that we had while recording it or things that we remember about making the show, and we'll be quick, and hopefully you guys like it. You guys ready?
Let's do this. Go.
Anything to say before the first episode? Any thoughts?
Yeah, I was 4 years old when I realized that I wanted to be an actor. All my life. Never went to film school.
Tell us more.
Never went to film school.
Mm-hmm. You've always been a thespian?
Always been a thespian. LGBT. T's for thespian.
That's facts.
Yep, thespian.
Okay. Well, how about you? Were you excited to be in the show? Were you excited to make this show?
I was. I feel like the plan was to never really do a whole season, right? It was like we were just going to pop up in Gray Area.
Yeah, so we started by having you as guests on Gray Area, and then you were such a hit, and you were so funny, and we liked you guys so much that we gave you your own show.
What did we did 3 one-offs before we had our own?
I think so. I think you had
2 or 3. Yeah, we did 2 and then 1. So
Yeah.
we were in jazz. We were in jazz and
one Reggie.
Yeah.
And then
That's right.
And then it was lit.
All right, well, let's watch episode 1 of Trial and Error,
Yeah,
and you guys feel free to either just push the space bar and stop it whenever you want.
I've snorted your body weight.
Yesterday. Is that the beginning?
No. We have to start from the beginning.
Yeah, he got to wake up.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the beginning.
Look at his face.
Shout out to Sarah's friend, something.
This is Arthur,
Look at his face. The real Arthur.
a local bartender. Yeah, his real name's Arthur.
I understand, Dylan.
I won't say that.
Sometimes I think I'm stronger than a Honda Civic too.
And unfortunately, a 4,000-pound machine to your 180 pounds.
180?
Look at Loso's
I've
conviction.
snorted your body weight yesterday.
How are you alive?
The confidence, bro. The confidence. Look, I think one of the most underrated things, though. I mean, not underrated. I think everybody kind of mentions it, but the idea to just make us match it makes the lines. It's like the vehicle that drives all of our lines, because it's like, yo, who are these guys? Bro? They try too hard.
So just imagine you getting in a severe car accident.
And these guys
and you
are
wake
standing
up
over
and
your
there's
bed.
2 niggas in matching shirts standing over you that you've never seen in your life.
With tangerines.
And they're telling you it's not a good idea, but we got a better one for you.
But that's the genius behind it, because nothing really screams out like janky lawyers and 2 guys trying to match. Because if 2 people were in business, they would just wear what they wear.
Why the fuck?
It's both of us
they always coordinate?
We're like, yo, we're really gonna trick these people
And the funny thing
by
is,
matching.
to me, in my mind,
professionals.
so Assad and I came up with the idea that they'd be wearing matching shirts at some point, and I thought it'd be so funny to make them polo shirts, because I was like, in my mind, that's fancy for them.
Yeah.
They're not they're not good enough to wear they're not good enough lawyers to be wearing button downs. It's too stuffy,
So one more thing.
But not a t-shirt.
The first time it ever happened, when on the Gray Area, when we had the matching shirts, we got our scripts, we read them.
Oh my gosh.
I walk in.
So I buy the shirts for them, and
Completely missized.
that's what I think what he was gonna say. So I buy all their wardrobe, and I think the first time I couldn't find. And I hadn't probably even met you maybe at that point.
No.
You'd given me your sizes, and I went to Ross or something. And they didn't have a bunch of options, and I ended up getting a huge
2X.
one for you.
A 2X and a small one for you.
Oh my gosh, his was so young, and then he was just busting out of his. He was like,
"Hey,
this is great,"
Sarah."
and he was just swimming in his. It was so bad. It was so funny. If you go back and watch the whatever first Gray Area, there it is. It's very funny. Oh, we started it from the top. That's all right. He only says 1 or 2 lines. But I will say, for this season,
Sometimes I think I'm stronger than a Honda Civic too.
I got all of their matching shirts at Target One-Stop Shop. So Target still actually sells these.
180? I've snorted your body weight yesterday.
So your 180-pound frame unfortunately resulted in a compression fracture to your right femur.
And if you
All these
Real quickly, yeah. Let's talk about how difficult it is with these words, especially for you,
Praise.
because your character's kind of whole identity is saying these big words.
Wordy.
And you looked at the script 4 minutes before we started
Maybe
filming
4, maybe
5 or
4,
6 episodes, an entire season?
4 minutes. About 4 minutes.
Okay.
Trying to say all these words. Compression fractures to your right femur.
It's like, and then we put a mouthful of peanut butter. But Loso came prepared. Loso knew his lines.
But they're easy though, like because they're real sentences. Ace is like
saying all these words you don't. It's
words,
like jargon.
And then you're like putting them in the wrong places. So like he's trying to like say it correctly on the script, but it's like, yo, none of this makes sense.
Yeah. It's like if you have an audition for like a medical show or something, you're just like, you're just like saying all these words, you have no idea what they actually mean. It's so funny.
The vascular dystrophy.
Let's just say that your mind player went from a slasher
to the Euro step.
2 spot up
I
shooter.
don't really watch sports. Check. Well, add that to the list of things you don't watch. Along with oncoming traffic.
One of my favorite lines of the whole show. One of my favorite lines of the whole show.
So who came up with this?
This was Assad's idea, right?
Watch my man.
But that's my voice. Do you guys hear? That's me.
Yeah.
On my back! I can't hold these documents anymore.
Oh my
All right,
God.
there's a money shot. Loso's microphone showing.
Great picture.
Yes, we do typically wait in clinics to bolster our current client roster.
We used to wait in emergency rooms.
I see in the background passed out.
A bit insensitive.
And most of them don't make it to trial.
Wait, are you guys doctors? Doctors? You mean those nosy assholes that require reasons for you to get up?
Wait, we space bar it? Listen, we got you in trouble with cursing sometimes, right?
Man, I would just get like, bro, really? You're gonna compromise on this? I was like, bro, it's a show. I was
acting.
like, what are you talking? It was like,
We actually had to dub an F word, I think.
Did we?
Oh yeah,
we just-
I remember you saying, asking
yeah.
us to do that.
Yeah, I had to remove it so you wouldn't have to say it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's because like somebody had. I mean, I was just getting like a couple messages only because I hadn't publicly like been using profanity. So I must have said shit one time, and then they were already on my head about that. And then when we dropped the F-bomb, I was like, maybe we want to ease into that one. Like we kind of just there's other words. Like let's start using like ass and other.
Can you quickly explain to anybody who might not understand what that means? Sorry, you've got just a little.
Ass? Well, it's
Not
the.
ass.
Oh.
What you're talking about?
No.
Why wouldn't you swear or?
Well, I've just
People would
never
be
done
surprised to hear you
it.
swear.
I mean, so I technically don't have an issue with profanity in and of itself, but because I've always been kind of like outspoken about my faith. A lot of my supporters, they're just kind of like, yo,
no cussing,
yeah.
So like you're a battle rapper. In your rap, you rap.
In my battles, I have. I don't.
You don't really swear.
Big thing.
Nah.
I see. Okay.
But I have said.
What's Christian about that, Loso? It's not.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah, I was just curious as to why that
so
might be.
I've gotten some messages, but I had to just tell EK this last season because we kind of pushed the envelope. We were already pushing the envelope with me just like. Taking cocaine randomly in the show.
It's all fake, guys. We're all just playing a role. Okay, cool.
You need more than Dr. Lemon.
I can't imagine I need anything more than a doctor right now.
Well, imagine this. A world where you didn't get hit by a sedan, but you got sideswiped by some stacks.
T-bone by a treasure.
So really quickly for anybody who's watching this, film nerds, I guess it's not really a nerd thing, but you'll see we kind of cut away from Ace and some of his lines where he's like delivering the lines, and we'll cut to the reaction shot. And that's when, if sometimes if it's like really hard for him to say the line, or he was struggling with it, or whatever, like we can cut away from it and use a different, like use audio from when you got the line right, and then not have to focus on you actually saying it right.
Beautiful.
Little movie magic. These lines are so great. It's so stupid.
What is Loso doing?
He's got gloves on. He just found those by himself. So he's like, oh, gloves.
What you need?
What do you mean? When did we start our business?
Like, when did you get your LLC?
Oh,
My voice again.
We definitely have an LCC.
LCC is crazy.
You might have been brought in here on a stretcher, but you could limp out the millionaire. How?
You're asking the wrong questions.
Wait, who are you guys? Now that's the right question.
Real quick, like these lines.
Great freeze rate.
These lines though, I mean, I don't know what you call them.
The pitch
EK,
lines, when you guys are.
They're like these, like almost like mirror, like paradoxical. Like you might have done this, but you could do this.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of this is just like I'm like, oh, this has to be his battle rap.
Yeah, it's battle rap. This is literally how he comes up with his.
Yeah, because this is what we would do. Like I would think of like a bar the same way. I would try to like almost like a parallel universe or the irony type of thing. But when I hear those lines, I'm like, they're jokes.
It's easy for you to.
But
I see where it's came from. I see the origin. I see the origin of this. Like every time I see something, I'm like, oh, I see how he got this. Like this helped me appreciate writing in general because I understood like him writing these entendres for us. I'm like, oh, this is literally how he writes his battles, and then okay, so he writes this, then I can write comedy, then you can write drama, you can write everything along them lines. Like
battle rap, a lot of it is comedy. Like it's you're going for a laugh. I would say, not that I'm the expert on battle. You guys want me to tell you some more about battle rap?
Yeah,
or?
Yeah, that's
absolutely
Okay.
So
this is what we call a pitch. They're going into pitch mode.
It's gonna be always the eyebrows. Yo.
He does have perfectly good
And I'm
hair.
Arthur Percy. You might have recently seen me in the LA Times for getting the most drunk driving charges dismissed. Because it's not your fault that traffic makes you thirsty.
What's more janky than this? Like, what is? Matt, you go to hire somebody to do a job, and they bust into a pitch like this. What do you think?
I love it.
So
The showmanship.
I want to ask you guys, what was your first, I guess, just thought process behind the pitch? Did you like envision it to kind of go? Because I felt like when we did the first one in Gray Area, a lot of it was kind of like freestyle as far as like body movement and different things. Like obviously we had the lines there, but
oh shit, that's a camera.
Because then it was even the thumbnail. I think the thumbnail ended up like with us kind of like posing and stuff.
I don't know. I think I just thought it'd be funny if they like when they landed the line, the very last line, you guys like.
Yeah, because it feels like a cheesy lawyer commercial. They're always pitching their commercial.
Yeah, it started off by being like, if in Gray Area, it was like you noticed that we were shooting a reality show, and you're like, oh, let's capitalize. Yeah, capitalize on it, exactly. And now, since you've asked me a question, I'd like to ask you, how often do you get your eyebrows done? Are you getting them threaded or what?
No, I'm not getting them threaded.
I'm just looking at this perfectly coiffed.
So a lot of it. So I make sure that the barber knows. Listen,
the barber does it.
Yeah, I don't go to a professional eyebrow lady.
Hairdresser.
But all he really has to do is just give me that slice. If he gives me the slice, then I'm like, okay,
no,
cool.
So there's more happening here. Someone's really doing it. Someone's mapping out these brows.
So wait. I'll be the first to confess. Yes, there is like a little arching, right?
Oh, you actually get your eyebrows done?
No.
And they're cut. Yeah.
No.
A nigga touches your eyebrows?
No, this is what happens. Listen.
I thought you was playing along with what she said.
No,
you
let me
have
say
good
this.
eyebrows.
Yeah, Ace, don't do that.
Some
no,
guys,
I don't touch mine. These are natural.
Come
some
on.
Guys,
you want to see my daughters?
Let's not
That's
fight.
child.
Some people need it, and guess what?
Need?
There's nothing wrong with that.
So need?
Yeah, you don't want him having like crazy.
This is a need?
Yeah.
No, it's not a need. So wait, can I
shave
can I
your
explain
head,
myself?
you take care of your beard. What's the difference?
Big difference.
Why?
It's not my fucking eyebrows. No,
what's the difference?
Ace. First of all, I don't get it done.
What's wrong with that?
I don't get my eyebrows done.
You do.
I'll tell you what
Who
happens.
cares?
I'll tell you what happens. Look.
You get a slice in it?
I fall asleep.
Yeah, that's nice.
I
Wait,
fall
you thought
asleep.
that just was natural?
Yeah, I thought it was a scar.
The slice is nice.
I thought it was a scar.
Well, this is the first time.
This
is the first time I'm actually
I
admitting it because prior to this, I'm just like, oh, I got stitches here a long time ago.
I thought that's what I thought it was.
So
you do that for real?
Listen, first of all, I don't do anything.
Sorry.
It gets done to me.
Have we battled yet? It gets done to you?
I forget that people are so mean. Ace,
Have we battled yet?
who cares?
Oh, every little thing is like.
Jesus.
Have we battled yet?
No, wait.
Aren't we allowed to want to look good for?
But that's
as men?
But
yes,
see, but
as
look,
men.
I'm not strategically getting my eyebrows done.
Out here looking fire, and you guys need to step up your game.
So I need to get my eyebrows done.
Your eyebrows look fine, but I told him his eyebrows were a mess too.
For you to say that
there were one at the time. There was only one eyebrow when you told me that.
You should have a unibrow, and you shave it. Do you feel like compelled to shave it because of like societal? Like,
he doesn't actually.
He
looks
better that way.
He looks better.
That's what he feels.
Like according to you.
Okay, let's move on. This is getting derailed, but I'm just saying we all take care of our hygiene and our looks in whatever ways you spend time on picking out jewelry and money on clothes and shit. Like, what's the difference? Just because you don't deem it to be too
what?
effeminate?
I said that.
I'm asking. You deem it to be too effeminate? Is that why you have a problem with it? This is not what this is about. We're doing a rewatch.
I can explain it.
I don't think I want to know.
You asked me.
If I think about it, would the pitch really hit if I didn't get the slice of my eyebrow?
Home run.
Come on.
Never heard of them. How better could their business be?
How better could they be?
Why do you guys sound like used car salesmen?
I would never sell anything that can't be stepped on.
I didn't understand that line. I thought I'd explain it to me.
It's drunk. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he explained it.
I assure you, just our fervor for making sure that we protect the people.
Why do you talk like grammar?
That's a great one.
That's crazy.
What case?
You've been a victim of a hidden line.
So real quick, who is he? Because he did a great job. He came in and he.
He's just this like bartender who works across the street from me, and we were casting this. It was like last minute. I was like, "Hey," he's like, "I just moved here and I haven't acted in any like I'm not like I haven't acted in anything." But he's like, "I'm an actor," and I was like, "Oh, we got a job for you if you want to come out and do it." So,
okay,
That's
cool.
part of Los Angeles.
yeah, it was
That's
great.
beautiful.
Yeah.
He stayed after.
But did he eventually go home?
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't going to stay.
I love that. He didn't hit and run. He stayed. He's like, he eventually left.
Attempted robbery on them as well.
Wait, what are they trying to steal?
Your life,
Your
Dylan.
life, Dylan.
Such a good delivery.
Only on that.
The only one you have.
That was freestyle, right?
No.
It's not about
think
what
so.
actually happened. It's about what you can prove. That's why my clients aren't kidnappers. They're simply Uber drivers that just forgot to drop off.
Hilarious.
Now, Arthur and I are extremely busy
Look at
with
this
this contract
contract.
and their long history of discrimination.
Well,
against
very
the
busy,
whites.
but if you sign
This
right
should be by
now.
everybody, even if it is by you.
All the whites are suing?
We're willing to
No, all the
All
whites
the
are
whites are
suing.
He was
We're
confused.
looking at a minimum of a 6-figure settlement and a drastic change to the quality of your life.
Imagine being able to walk away from the gas pump while it's still pumping.
Say goodbye to
That's-
Frontier Airlines.
I love that
and go
that's-
to the next frontier.
That's
All
the
but scientific
like
is in the
barometer
future.
of having being rich.
Rich,
It's like
yeah.
you can just fill up your gas
You don't
tank.
gotta do
Although
nothing.
nowadays,
And Team Jordan, good job.
Hey, what buy one, get one?
the team
Or
Jordan.
sign whatever you want. You got the case.
You got the case.
The way Ace snatches has always made me laugh.
Welcome to the best league
Oh, yeah, he
team
does.
money can buy.
Wait, do you guys win?
Like LeBron and
It's like you're asking too many questions.
Before you change your mind.
I love that the LeBron.
He's
He's just so happy. He's like,
in our hearts because he was a pioneer in that field of fake energy.
Okay. Well, thank you, Arthur.
me and Assad always make fun of LeBron being a flopper at home. So. It's Reginald. Don't mess up his name.
Look at his face.
Tough economic times.
He's like, what are you guys doing
We're
here?
always pleading reacquiring new clients.
Look, we got to do what we got to do to remain profitable until we get to a point where we don't have to be the ones to actually hit our clients.
How was my hospital visit? It was fine, I guess.
So this was supposed to be a reveal of Loso at the end, but his arms
Arms,
and
yeah.
shirt are so. We should have put him in something else, but they're so distinctive.
That's-
like
yeah,
it was like a
something long
but,
sleeve.
yeah.
It would have been great.
Only never know.
So the joke is, yeah, he stole the prescription.
Okay, never
Oh
know.
my gosh.
Okay, we gotta get Ace out of here.
Amazing.
I'm
Well, that was a rewatch of our first episode. Thank
you.
you guys for joining us, and hopefully we got a couple more coming for you, and hopefully you enjoyed it.
Thank you for having me.
Bye, guys.